I think that the answer to AI, especially in like the video content space, and just building more trust with people, because like with AI, people can just like search up anything and get an answer within like 5 seconds, right? So the answer to building trust, being able to monetize your audience, get more clients, sales, stuff like that, it's actually not to add more production to your videos. I think that it's actually going to be to add less production and add more depth, like to actually talk about something. I've been seeing this trend for a while on YouTube. I mean, the first thing that it was no editing, so seeing a lot of videos like that. But now it's just like strictly depth. And even I noticed with the videos that I'm watching now, like it's just someone like literally sitting there talking for like 10 to 40 minutes. And you can comment down below and like say, like you could say if you're seeing these trends as well. But I've been recording a few videos. So I just wanted to talk today about how it's going to feel when you basically go unscripted, or you just sort of start talking off the dome and just showing up, So the first thing is it's going to feel a little weird. Especially if you've created a lot of video content in the past. This is specifically for people that created a lot in the past. Now, it might feel weird if you're just starting out, but like for different reasons, because you're not used to talking to a camera. But I know specifically for me, I've created over 400 videos on the internet, right? Um, some of them have editing, some of them don't. But on top of that, I also have like a video production background. So in my head, there's steps before everything. So there's like pre-production, there's scripting, there's editing, oh no, there's filming, there's editing, and then there's like, distribution and stuff like that. I'm skipping like 3 steps by just like recording this and just putting it on YouTube, right? So in my head, I'm like, this is a bit weird. um, but what I've also come to realize with video content is it's meant to evolve with you, especially like as a personal brand. You're not just going to want to sit there and do videos the same for the whole time that you're recording videos, especially if you're recording them over long periods of time. Like your video content, your video format, all of that, it's all going to evolve. It's not going to look the same, and it's not supposed to look the same. um, so that just all looks different from like person to person. So like, for example, if I was talking to one of my clients, I usually give them structure like right off the bat, and I tell them like, hey, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to search up the keywords. We're going to, extract what you have in your head. We're going to also think about some of the problems that your audiences might be, having. We're going to script it out. Then we're going to record it. And then we're going to there's a process to this. So knowing the rules before you break them is like really important. But I think right now, especially for like me, like there was one point, or I'm at the point where just doing it structurally, it's like kind of boring to me. So I needed another way to make like re-engage myself, and then also find a new skill to hone. And for me, that skill was actually speaking. So like when I think about it, it's like when I'm coaching a client, right? I'm not pulling up ChatGPT, or I'm not pulling up a script to answer their question. They ask me a question, I answer straight away. And it's just like a conversation. Or when I'm talking with my friends, it's like a back and forth convo, right? Especially like voice messages. I love voice messaging my friends, and like that was the sort of like vibe that I wanted to like bring over to YouTube. But it's just like with the scripts, it was really hard for me to do that. So yeah, that's a little backstory on why I sort of like started this. But the second thing that you're really gonna realize is your voice is going to come out like more clearly. So sometimes when we're writing out a script, especially if you use the help of AI, it can kind of like distort your voice, or you just don't know what it is. But when you're like speaking, and then when you're like, you know, just kind of doing it off the top of your head, those are like your words coming out. You know, it's unfiltered, and it just sounds more like you, right? And that's like exactly what I wanted. I know when it comes to me. And then you'll also realize that it's like you do know more than like what you think you know. And it's like, as experts, we know that we know more, but sometimes a script kind of dilutes it a little bit. Not in all cases, but like sometimes. So that's like another thing that you'll realize, which is pretty good. And then there's also like the feeling that it's a little bit more freer. So with there not being like so much structure in place, there's much more space in the video to like go in like different directions if that's something that you want. And yeah, it's like less pressure around it. So what you actually might find is you actually might find that you're creating more content. I know that's like especially the case for me. Typically what I was doing was I would post like one video a week, which was cool, which was great. But I was just like, there's just so many ideas in my head, and there's just like so much more that I want to share. And I know that putting them out one video a week, it just wasn't fast enough for me. So I was like, okay, what is a way where I'm just going to, where's a way that I can just get all of these ideas out one by one and not come out so slow? And for me, that answer was expanding the topics that I was talking about, and then also like posting more than one. Now, I'm short form content, like short videos, they're not really my favorite to create. I'm definitely more of like a long form girly. So I didn't necessarily want to create the short video. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just going to record more videos a week and just literally post them one by one. If that means I'm posting 3 to 5 videos, so be it. Now, will I do this forever? Probably not. But for the time being, I definitely know this is like what I'm doing for now. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, what do you think about this? Also, if you want more tips on video content, how you can show up as yourself on video, and how to make more sales for your video content, go ahead, subscribe. And yeah, I will talk to you in the next video.